Cheide.
For this 3-minute rules, we will be looking at the shooting phase, and in particular the rules for nominate unit to shoot. All of this can be found on page 38 of the large 8th edition rulebook. With the magic phase now completed, we may move on to the shooting phase. The first step in the shooting phase now is to nominate a unit to shoot. So what you will do is look at your units on the table and look at those who have artillery weapons and nominate them one at a time to shoot at the enemy. In this case, we will have the Empire archers firing onto the High Elf Silverhelms. Now, when you are selecting your units or your war machines, it is important to remember that to launch a successful shooting attack requires a degree of preparation, as most weapons take a long time to load or aim. As a result, a model that wishes to make a shooting attack must have had a relatively uneventful movement phase. Let me give you a few reasons for why you are unable to shoot with units when you are trying to nominate the unit that you want to fire with. First, a unit may not shoot if it marched in the preceding movement phase. Weapons will have been shouldered and ammunition secured while the unit advanced. So in this case, if the Empire archers had moved ahead in a march movement, they are unable to shoot at the Silverhelms. Second, a unit is not able to shoot in this shooting phase if in the preceding movement phase it had done any of the following. First, if it had reformed without a musician, it is unable to shoot. Now, if it had a musician and they pulled off a swift reform, they would be able to shoot. In addition, if the unit had attempted a charge but did not have a high enough roll to make it into combat, so that would count as a failed charge, they would not be able to shoot. And finally, if the unit had been fleeing for any reason and had rallied in the preceding movement phase, they would not be able to fire their weapons. Third, a unit is not able to shoot if they are fighting in close combat. Fourth, a unit is unable to shoot if they are fleeing. Such models are far more interested in saving their own skins than firing their weapons. Fifth, a model or a unit is unable to shoot if it is under the influence of a specific spell or special rule that prevents it from making a shooting attack. This is, of course, not a comprehensive list, and there may arise situations in which other rules prevent you from shooting with your artillery units. In those situations, just follow those specific rules carefully in order to carry out your shooting phase. With nothing hindering this unit of Empire archers from now firing, we may nominate this unit to fire here on this unit of High Elf Silverhelms. Once that shooting attack is successfully carried out, we may then move on to nominate a new unit, and in this way move through our shooting phase. With that, we now come to the conclusion of this 3-minute rules on the shooting phase, and in particular, nominate a unit to shoot. Thank you for joining us here today at Grey Army Gaming, where Grey can always play.